Don't get too cocky. Moved on from the little conflict with Lucia. Now I only focus on improving my own strength. Huh? I'm afraid of losing to her? No way! Where's Lucia? Get her over here now!
I just realized that my mic was off. And I was saying that I pulled one copy of this lady. I ain't getting the same.
You don't have to speak for me. What if they also misunderstand you? Oh, of course I'm thankful, but you should also think for yourself.
Aha! Embrace loneliness. Embrace gravity. But let's go for main story. What story? Brazen Fire? Fucking Norman? What? I thought you were in mine. Also, why do you look like Noctis? Actually, Lee dressed like Noctis. Long time ago, there was a bunch of happy rabbits. Every day they enjoyed a meal of carrots that grew from earth. Their lives were blissful, free from worry. Don't they get bored of carrots? Anyway. One day, they discovered that carrots bathed in the moonlight would become even sweeter and tastier. Again, don't they get fucking bored from that? The gears in their little brains started turning. Huh. Wouldn't it be great if we eat those extra sweet carrots all the time? Why don't we just keep the moon with us then? The moon, okay, try. How would we do that? Hold her back, grab her rope, let's pull the moon back. Interesting. So, you want to keep the moon with you? Instead of... is the moon sentient here? Eager to taste the sweetest carrots ever, the rabbits worked together, twisting and weaving the carrot leaves until they made a long rope. Carrot leaves? Doesn't that mean they have no more carrots growing? Yeah. They finally grabbed a hold of the moon. Using their combined might, the rabbits tried their hardest to tie down the moon in the sky. I have no idea how rabbits could reach the moon. Hold up, are you referring to our fucking mother? Okay. We'll soon get our bellies full. We'll soon get our bellies full. The rabbits cheered and chanted. Did they actually get what they hoped for in the end? I mean, if you use that and lose the carrots, you might get the moon, but you're not getting the carrots. Wow. And I don't know that story, if it's a children's story. New Divide, Chapter 19. Has been a while since Grey Raven returned to Babylonia with the survivors. The doctor from Star of Life said you started sleeping since Liv reverted to the Eclipse frame, and so you have no idea how much time. How's Liv? You were seemingly heavily affected when you retrieved Liv's mind shards. Oh, so yeah, that happened. Great. So much that despite getting her back, you fell unconscious while she changed her frame. You suffered a deadly concussion. Now, I know you've miraculously awakened, but the truth is, I wasn't expecting you to wake up at all. I have plot armor, lady. Making comprehensive notes on your report, the Star of Life doctor frowns as she goes over through the records. Do you also know that I have sedatives, whatever. Also emotional blocker as well. Yay. I'm kind of immune to most of the trauma, the suffering, everything you kind of have. You're suffering, I'm watching, that's it. Your man Deacon is slightly corrupt, still slightly corrupted. Wow. How's Liv? My plot armor is pretty much invincible, more than Karen's armor at this rate. And your body is still covered in old injuries. What injuries? I've never seen my body. So you're not leaving until I say otherwise. Obviously, you're gonna keep me here for like I don't know how many chapters. Stay in the rehabilitation room instead of going on missions if possible. You just told me that you're not letting me out and then you're asking me to stay here. Make up your mind. Hypocrite. If possible, also, don't walk around on your own just because you're feeling a bit better. I'll try not to. You hear me? No. You feel a surge of embarrassment as the doctor departs with a stressful gaze. A familiar voice speaks behind you. You heard the doc. Get some rest, Chief. Ask me if you need it. You're still alive? Okay, great. I'm not the only one with plot armor. Simon closes the book as he's reading it. Simon closes the book he's reading and turns to look at you with kindness. He's similar covered in injuries, but he looks well. Well, good. You're looking pretty lively today, Simon. Yeah, they're probably starting me tomorrow after the inspection today. HQ told me that they'd assign dark areas. Is he with something called dark? Is that the pronouns as Arius or some ARIES? With new members after I'm ready. Are you staying in the army? Good question, yeah. Are you staying in the army? Simon's not as adamant as the other soldiers, and there does not seem to be a reason why he must stay in the army. After that excruciating battle, no one would bat an eye if he applied for early retirement. I suppose someone like me who's always got last place doesn't make the most reliable commandant, does it? I didn't mean that. Bruh, you kind of carried the entire team, so shut up, please. That's not what I meant. You don't have to die early, you know? Smiling with a hint of embarrassment, Simon fiddles with his book before revealing a resolute gaze you've never seen. This is a textbook from... What does FOSS stand for? FOSS College. It always just reminds me of the fart sound. I never really read through it back in the school, which would explain my grade, obviously. But if I can start learning new tactics and considering new perspectives, maybe I'll save a lot more lives in the future. Just like you guys did, Chief. You really think we saved lives? What? Oh. Okay, back. Bruh, I was hiding behind meat shields. Well, metal plate shields. Yeah, thank you. Right, didn't you say I could ask you if I need something? What do I need? Lev, can you meet her? Of course, what do you need? I need you to meet Lev. Are you sure this is fine? My doctor told you to not walk around. Yes, it is fine. Yes, it is fine. I want to live. Wrap around Simon's shoulder, walk around along the corridor in the Star Life Medical Center while your whole body is in pain. I feel nothing. She said to not walk around on my own. Yeah, good point. That's why you're the chief. You clearly just. But I'm still convinced. Lucia and Lee's, Lucia and Lee's frames were heavily damaged after the battle. Their minds showing sign of infection. Still, wait, they haven't recovered from infection, but I did. Still, repaired and examined, they have since recovered and started going. Oh, they did. Going on missions with other squads. You were almost about Lib. Yes, of course. She switched to the specialized frame without a command and to stabilize her mind, and now the damage has put her in a coma. God damn it. Retrieving marred by the unknown qualities of her new frame. Take me. We're here, Chief. Stopping before the ICU ward, you look through the thick glass window and see Liv surrounded by a lot of medical devices. Show me Liv! Liv saved everyone back there. I'm sure she will be. You sure? I'm not sure. Without her risking her life, no one would have survived that encounter. Not Lucia, not Lee, even the entire human race. Not to mention this moment of respite she has given you all. The girl who saved the world is now slumbering here, and the only thing anyone can do is pray. Can you show me Liv? Like... Well... Liv. You probably felt the same while you were in coma, Sheep. I guess my in-game character did something. I don't feel like I did something. Girl, make me do something, not more than just select a few choices. Your condition will not get any better with you staying by your side and doing nothing. Those who can contribute to that. Let's go back. Alright. Still have physical therapy this afternoon. Doctors are going with a few today, so I missed physical therapy. Simon suddenly stopped. Going something. By the way, Chief, do you know a construct from the engineering course named Kiernan? Yes, I do. Oh, hello, Hilda. Let's see. Why are they all Norman? Hold up. I'm sorry, Mr. Representative Norman. Ah, that explains. Leonardo Norman, but Norman will do. That's the name people know after all. Norman Mining Corp controlled almost every mountain mining operation on the surface back in the Golden Age. After Babylonia retreated to space, it gave up its operations on Earth and turned its gaze towards the moon. So these are the rich helium-3 reserved on the moon is what powers Babylonia every day. Is even used to trade essentials with earthbound organizations like the ACA. What the fuck is the ACA? So it's a trading material as well as whatever they use it for. On the other hand, Norman's mining Corp's comprehensive knowledge of the surface also makes it an important partner of the WGAA. Can you give me a shortcut for this? With J? Adiko. Councilman Norman, this is a very important meeting. We don't need you telling us a bedtime story here. Oh, so he was telling her. Come on, everyone's so serious right now. I thought I'd lighten up the mood. No. Other council members sigh and sneer, not worrying that Norman can hear them, but Norman does not react. He seems to be very familiar with this kind of response. Norman Mining Corp has never been interested in politics, but they have sent the infamous reverse eldest son of the family to this council meeting for some reason. So he's the eldest son. Nicholas sighs while Hassan nods, crossing his arms, intrigued. So did the rabbits pull the moon back in the end? Oh well, they were rabbits, weren't they? Of course they couldn't pull off a stunt like that. That would be ridiculous. Just unlike the part where they grabbed a hold of the moon with a rope. Agree? Norman ignores Nicola's interruption and continues chuckling. The sweet, sweet carrots were all the rabbit could think of, so they wouldn't let go of their rope. Eventually, the moon pulled them away. The rabbits ended up on the surface of the moon, never to return. That's a good thing. That's a good plot, actually. I like it. So well, the rabbits wouldn't worry about that, obviously, but they honestly thought that the moon was theirs. They cheered triumphantly. After all, they were just a bunch of happy rabbits. Are you suggesting that humans are those dumb rabbits? Obviously. No, that's just a popular fairy tale where I came from. And I didn't think that the rabbits were stupid either. Norman bows elegantly, his teeth clashing with his flamboyant eye. Cool story, Councilman Norman. Yeah, you know, my sisters always call me a good storyteller. That actually makes a good businessman. Hassan politely smiles before turning back to the spacious Parliament Hall and nodding. The 9 council members gradually quiet down. This has to be a very this meeting, so thank you, Councilman Norman, for the brief amusement. But I'm afraid that we must return to the matter at hand. How we are going to save humanity from our biggest threat yet. The hollow screen in the hall displays the destruction caused by the global mutation of the hetero creatures. Although we found ourselves possessing a weapon that can counter the drains and large-scale punishing virus infections with the new specialized frame deployed, earning us a difficult victory. But the new development of the specialized frames continues to be riddled with problems. The research on how to stabilize them in particular will be our key to reclaiming Earth, the future. That's Norman's story all over. Nicola and Hassan exchange a look as it continues. This catastrophe has greatly impaired the task force members deployed to the surface. Some teams have never returned. Also, Norman's point is interesting. Yes, they did reach them. And it was good. It wasn't as intended, but it was good. Confronting an unexpected calamity, they chose to stand and fight on the front line for humanity, buying us the time to plan and strategize. So you're just sending cannon fodders to stall for time for no reason. All the council members remain silent. Some look upset, probably suffering from loss. Others look some look terrified, fearing that the coming war will cost them everything they have. Maybe redirect your resources to pull people from the surface to outer space. Amidst all of them, one person raises his hand and stands up. Oh boy, he's a member of the diplomatic court, Colonel, one of the Collins. Us and Nicola exchange a look, frowning slightly, asking gestures to the man. Councilman list from the diplomatic or entering some data on the screen next to him, projecting them to the holoscope. For the information the military has published, our task force, when compared to the data of previous battles, is spent way beyond what it is acceptable. Go fight yourself. Given their current strength, dare I say that the task force can't even guard Babylonia against evolving hetero creatures. Destroying them on a meaningful scale and reclaiming the conservation areas is a pipe dream. Wow, that is logical from someone, at least. Thank you. Let's pause. Let's see what he has. His gaze sweeping across the hall, and he lets the deafening silence flood the room. I have no intention to blame the military command or our task force. I gotta learn how to pronounce them. They're performing their duties to reclaim Earth when us, are they not? We have every right to share humanity's future. Okay. Are you suggesting giving up on reclaiming Earth? Are you going to let Earth be? Nikolai, you're literally sacrificing everyone by that. Looking less eyes intently, Nikolai has a feeling that this man must have a card up sleeve. He would not have incited the council members otherwise. Good point! I do not object. Or even. We must ask ourselves, is it time for us to consider another path? If we stop fighting and let the punishment virus spread, the people will suffer. And Babylonia won't remain unscathed. We can't be sure that the fully evolved hetero creatures and corrupt won't destroy this ark. You do have a point too, but being the aggressive ones isn't a good idea either. Don't forget that the Babylon is meant to sail around towards the stars, not an ark to survive a flood. So he wants to leave. Nicola chuckles. If that's Liz's card, he might be a little too naive. It was unfinished, isn't it? Since you didn't forget, I'm sure you'll also recall that Babylonia can only run on regular fuel, like 0-point energy. This apocalypse start. So they have a 0-point reactor there. Is he trying to reinstall it? What if? Less dreadful noises follow Nicola's orders like a pull like a chainsaw. What if I tell you that the revitalization of 0-point energy is no longer a dream? After a brief silence, the room explodes with questions. All the council members are stunned by Liz's words, eager to know more about the thing he said, 0-point energy. So they've been developing it in secrets? As the only secret military operation in the Great Undone. Retrieved the file from Atlantis, the 0-point research. Let's change the display content on the whole screen to the Omega file. Data which Atlantis researchers trade their lives. Under specific conditions, a running 0-point reactor can create a field that absorbs a punching virus. That was how we managed to create a specialized brain with the Omega weapon that defeated the twins. A new specialized brain that caused the military to work with I don't know. Exactly. However, those noble researchers perhaps left us with an even more significant insight, which is how to avoid it. Nothing less returns to the next phase of his presentation. During their research, they tried to recreate the process of how the 0-point reactor created the punching virus. They documented their experiments, hoping to leave behind valuable data. While they never saw the virus manifest, those researchers still preserved the Omega file alongside all the data from running the 0-point. Hilda also realizes the list is just, which means that in a way they discovered how to generate 0-point energy without causing a punishing virus outbreak. Yeah, indeed, this will be our basis for restarting the 0-point reactor. I forgot the bit where the 0-point reactor targets the punishing virus targets the advanced civilizations. The last torch of humanity's future burning 300k kilometers from Earth, now right there on the moon. Another 0-point reactor on the moon. All the council members gasp, almost all of them turning towards the moon that is seemingly just outside their grasp. Just to test how 0-point energy would perform under low gravity in space, Babylonia's 0-point reactor and the manufacture of its engine were sent to the propulsion lab on the moon during Babylonia's production. Upon discovering the connection between 0-point reactors and the punishing virus, a reactor in the lunar base housed it has been discarded. Now managed by Norman Mining Corp, the lunar mining company. So is that why Norman's eldest has been invited to this meeting? First time I see Nicholas Pitt's face. Is this an upgrade? Noticing Nicholas Pearson gaze, Norman, who is playing with the switch of the monitor before him, waves and smiles at Nicola. With Norman's Mining Corp's generous assistance, we had the chance to test our theory, and our tests have shown the most promising results. The projected graph shift once again, displaying a list of data and photo of dazzling blue light, a signature of the fact that is one of Babylonia's without you're not doing because you don't know what's going on. The most important thing is that there has been no sign of the punching virus in our tests, which means we can attach the 0-point engine to Babylonia and use its most limitless energy to turn Babylonia back to a colony ship as we set sail to the stars away from us. That's interesting. Does Karen end up eating this entire plan up? Which this will mean a punishing virus infected planet and its myriad of dangers will no longer concern Babylonia. Humanity will begin anew, which is undoubtedly a very tempting proposition given the current situation. Only your data is reliable. Even Norman Mining Corp doesn't possess researchers' experience with 0-point reactors and colony ships. I have every right to doubt the legitimacy of this report. You do. But you also have he also has every right to try it. So you kind of need more testing. Nicola might have called them Norman Mining Corp's researchers, but he knows very well that it must be Kronos scientists on the lunar surface. Yeah. Most likely. Our researchers aren't the only ones. We only managed to restart this project because we received assistance from expert on Babylonia and 0-point energy. Commander Nicola must know our expert very well. Do I know them? Is it Rajat? Only now does Nicola realize he always thought he was the one. using Kurno. He was never aware that Kurno was using him as... You sure about that? Are you fucking idiot? Are you a fucking idiot? Kurno. What? Bruh, what? The last chapter you dropped the bombshell of now being the Sage Machine, and now you're saying Carolina is an expert in zero. Fuck you! I mean, I know her grandfather is some big ass shit, but what? Indeed, Carolina. That's how. Carolina, I don't know how to pronounce that shit, but from the engineering force might be the most knowledgeable person on Babylonia's design. Despite the study on zero-point energy having stopped for years, she remains one of its leading researchers. More importantly, Carolina is a member of Babylonia. Her position is above approach. Well, I believe the idea to relaunch Babylonia's voyage is convincing enough for a proposal then. Isn't awesome? Oh yeah, Crimson. Sorry, I couldn't see the chat. God damn it, I need something to see the chat with. I only have one screen. I still haven't solved that problem. When was that? Doesn't even give me timestamps here. Hold up. Well, I believe the idea to launch Babylonia's voyage is convincing enough. Proposal, yeah, I already said that. Hassan notes as he looks around the parliament. We'll begin our vote, Councilman, let's propose. Oh yeah, they're voting. Without much discussion, an overwhelming majority has voted to restart the zero-point reactor and leave the ever-growing threats of threats, turning humanity's gaze toward the unknown stars. That was a well-built climax, and they did well to convince the crowds. Good job, Colonel. Thank you. I'll also vote yes, but as the head of the control court, I should remind you that you have overstepped your role as a member of the diplomatic court by plotting this secret scheme of yours. There will be consequences. I'm pretty sure he is aware, Hilda. Best notes his gaze moving past Hilda onto Hassan, showing no signs of fear. I mean, they're pretty much controlling him. Oh. Colonel seems to have a punishment. You guys are nuts if you're gonna just face the punishers forever just for the glory of mankind. 98.5% are in the favor of the councilman's proposal. 0% have opposed, of course, and 1.5% have abstained. The supporting rate is higher than the minimum requirements. This proposal has passed. Gestalt. In that case, Hera announced that at the moment the Parliament suddenly received an emergency comms request from Silica. Hassan hesitates for a few seconds before deciding to answer the call. And hello, Silica. President Hassan, we have just received an urgent message from the lunar base. I just thought it was Luna for a second. Our initial assessment believes it requires an immediate response. What, the punching virus? Who sent it? The Aztec. Carolina. Well, Browning Hassan looks like list. He cannot derive anything from lists expressed unless fixed. Play it. Oh wow, she's in her new form. Celica switches the feed on the projected screen and the Parliament reveals a blurred figure whose voice is unmistakably Carolina's. English, please. Infection must danger the surface, so she is glitching as fuck. More than my internet. I must destroy the 0-point engine right now. Use your hammer. Plenty of it. I called it. About 3 months ago, or a week after the twins appeared in Bolia Forest Park. Looking down from Babylonia, the threat from the flying hetero creatures is ever present. Babylonia has paid a heavy price trying to re-establish the nightmare route between itself and the surface. But no ace pilot has expected to get past the enemies that would not hesitate to throw their lives away. Call Watanabe! Even the survival of a screw of a can of food will help the surface greatly against these living hell. Throw them from space? No, they would burn. But the dreams of many rescue pilots ultimately fall amidst the blue sky they once soared. Please stop exposition! That's too much. There is no longer an issue of piloting skills. The engineers of Babylonia must provide a new solution as soon as possible. Yeah, they do. Maybe just take them to fuck. The engine should be putting out 100%, 150% power according to the specs. Why is the speed increase almost negligible? Okay. You gotta give me less New English words because I'm definitely not native. Girl. Sheesh. I'm mistaking Kuro for Kuro now because I'm story mode. It's too much. Stop giving me visual novels and exposition. Just let them speak. As the Science Council is in charge of creating the Omega weapon, did I not finish? Yeah. So the task of creating new aircraft engines that can counter the flying hetero creatures has been given to the engineering firm. An engine? Not a craft? Well, okay. But her background as a member of the Cosmos Technician Union. What's that, too? CTU, if that ever passes by again. Pirna is experienced in research and development in the energy and power sector. making her the best person for the job. I'll just take that as whatever engineering, it's Carolina. Hey, new guy, show me the records of the previous shadow. Actually, I joined the engineering force 2 years ago. Well, how old is you? Oh, is that so? Why do I feel like you've never seen you before? Forget it. It doesn't matter. Just get me the stock records right now. Actually, it was the vice captain who. Dude, quit with the introductions. Just give her the shit right now. Don't bother looking. I told them to swap that outrageous part in your design with a standard one. Of course, the output was dropped. Are you kidding me? No wonder everyone's dying. You're just looking for the looks. Also, Carolina looks better than you. White Palace speaks among the rows of computers that sit in the corner of the department shop. Eddie! What the hell? Carolina screams at whether the voice came from, startling everyone in the workshop. Quickly shrug and return to work with the expression of, here we go again. Can you comprehend how many lives we lose on the surface for every minute we delay? Carolina pushes away a wall of monitors before yanking the headphones off the girl hidden behind them. The one she called Teddy. Don't forget the value of life, isn't it? Huh. We might not say it as much as you do, but every one of us knows why we are here working around the clock. You know the stakes. Huh. So what does she mean by outrageous? Explain why you replaced those parts. The reason is simple, I didn't want to die. Oh, so Karen replaces things at the cost of her life and she expects everyone to do so. Unruffled, Teddy enters a series of codes before pointing to a monitor in front of Carolina. We build according to your design and have the engineers run at maximum capacity all the time. The smallest error during assembly will result in a hole on Babylonia, one as big as your head. Yeah, that's what I think. Carolina turns the monitor back towards Teddy and points at their numbers. A handful? Well, it signed me out. Hold up. God damn it. The chat. I lost the chat. Hold up. Where is the chat window? Dots. Here. Okay, back. So, is that it? Then don't screw up, and don't screw up during assembly. What's... God damn it. back. Maybe you can modify and assemble the parts with that level of accuracy, but I'm afraid you won't find another daredevil as reckless as you are here. And we don't have time to design an automatic assembly plant. She really has a point here. The HQ tasked us to build a transport craft, not a high-speed coffin that goes up in flame and becomes an expensive firework display. I'm screenshotting this. Alright. Caroline can't refute Teddy's words right at this moment. Excuse me, costly? Who gives a damn about a time like this? Well, the people who are making money do give a damn because these two guys cost 3 times more power. The engines are on transport. Right. That's to return after they land on the surface. Not to mention that additional energy, extra outside the that makes a lot of sense. Only we had time to optimize the power consumption. Not that I have better alternative, but unless we have somehow get a source with unlimited power. 0-point energy, is it? It'd be great if humans actually had it in their hands. They could obtain this almost endless power source. They would dramatically change the state of war. Ironically, 0-point reactors were the cause of the Punch virus outbreak. Is that why she kept studying them? Carolina turns around and stares at the strategic interface on Earth status. People in the laboratory. How annoying. Stop dreaming about your fantasy fuel and start figuring out how to lower power consumption. Don't jump to conclusions, Les. Fantasy might not be out of reach as imagined. Oh, hello! Carolina turns around to find a grinning, vulgar man barging in and interjecting. Hey, who the fuck are you, creep? This is the Engineering Forces workshop. We don't allow visitors and we're not responsible if you hurt yourself. Ah, how exquisite. Not that your workshop has worked out anything, has it? Except a few wounds. What did you say? Oh, good old Carolina. Carolina, behind him. Teddy points at the man, and only then does Carolina notice that behind him are Hassan and Nicola. President Hassan, Commander Nicola, all I can say that we haven't any significant progress on the new engine yet, if you want an update. Nah, no one cares about some obsolete transport craft engines. What we need right now is a revolutionary weapon. Yeah, of course it's a weapon. Carolina restrains herself and ignores the babbling man, questioning Hassan and Nicola with her gaze. My apologies, but this is Collins. He's currently the military's seemingly reluctant Hassan meets Nicola's eyes before clearing his throat and continuing. Kind of a consultant, let's put it like that. We have a very important project. Take a break. Size. Trouble again. She then leads the rest of the team out of workshop. I like it. Alright then, let's not dally around what I need, lass. You, my name is Karen Niner. Oh, how do you do? Well, Karen, you must have heard what the raven research center, right? Omega file. God damn it. Shorten those goddamn sentences, please. Have to read. Hearing that term, Karen is narrow. She has no idea why them unremarkable one before her is one of the few people with access to this highly classified information. Why do you have access to those information? Sheesh. Hassan and Nicola were very clear about how confidential the Omega file must remain in the first informer. Wait, you know about it? Did you work on the Omega weapon? Task her to assist the Science Council testing the theories. So she did? So you know about it, huh? Not a very good liar, aren't you? No, she isn't. I have no idea what kind of... She definitely had a very good curse over there, but I have no idea what it is. I would like to hear it. Nicola barely manages to hold the furious Carolina back, even though he does wish to see her giving Collins a beard. I'll explain. The Science Council has successfully we need to employ zero gap. I think things are screwed up on my side. The shit. Hold up, I think I need to adjust my settings a little bit. Okay, back. Okay, just had some huge frame drops back. Thank you. So, I'll explain. And the only functional 0-point reactor we possess is... There's no way to reach Earth right now, not to mention finding a running 0-point reactor on the surface to make the Omega weapon. But Earth is not the only place with a 0-point reactor. We just mentioned that to me. Why do you have to repeat everything? The reactor is still null embrace, it could work. And it's been closed forever since the outbreak. No one has the slightest clue what's going on in there. That's why we desperately need someone with technical expertise in 0-point reactors to restart it. So now you're knocking on our door. What a plan! Collins grins and sits on a random machine tool, unconcerned with the dust and oil stains. I think that's the least of your worries when sitting on a fucking machine. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for any researcher in the energy field. You might even have your name forever remembered in the human history. I don't think that's what she cares for. Caroline knows that just because you're remembered doesn't mean you are remembered fondly. She learned it from her grandfather. You never gave me any information about her grandfather other than that he's related to constructs. I'm not interested. Find another dumb fuck to listen to your bullshit. How about this bullshit? I mean, do you think it's a good idea to ask some random team instead of the engineering force to restart that 0-point reactor? He has a very valid point. You motherfucker. That's a very good way to gaslight someone. So Caroline is certain that there is no one in Babylon, not even someone from the Science Council, who is more experienced than her in the field of not threat. I often really be it's worth. That's our only hope. When the surface was Babylonia was humanity's hope for the future. And the girl now, the development of the nuclear weapon is humanity's hope for fighting against and I really afford to accept this plan. I see. The engineering force will take this job with two conditions. Let's see you put setting conditions. First of all, the people that stay behind will keep working on the new transport craft engine. The things they make will come in handy, I'm sure. Nice. So you trust in second, Caroline pauses and leaves her request. Your frame. Teddy steps outside of it, or something for today. Steps outside of the workshop. She has no idea how long it's since she last left the place. Hoping to take a break, she instead runs into someone unexpected. Aaron? Oh, no. Hello there. It's been a while. Related. These Norman tends to not see him. Before opening her port, used to work on her face. How's it, Christina? Happy with your job? Hearing that name, Teddy frowns and stops there. There is no Christina. You still have a brain, you still remember that my name is Teddy, is Warren. Can't fault your brother for calling you how he's called you. I'll have it died hard. So is your brother, you see. Teddy is still staring at her screen, but her mind tells her. Is she a construct? You... Why would you go back to the normal form? Probably for that so that's so. Congratulations then. I guess you were only here with us dirty and grimy folks for some family business, aren't you? Play about Teddy, please. Bingo! What do you know? I've always said that my sister is way smarter than me. I like the dynamic. Teddy sneers, her face quickly reverting to her expressionless once again, and taking cross on her turn. Victoria, is she well? better than you and I with our dirty work. Looking at the stains on her sleeve, Teddy glimpses at the Nora's stylish outfits and smiles. But she throws a fit every time she sees me, asking for her sister to play with her. All I can do is tell her sister's working right now and she'll be back once she's free. Well, you really are a piece of shit, aren't you? How dare you lie to a child? Roman laughs dramatically, seemingly unbothered by her insults. You haven't answered me yet. She answers after a while. It's fine. It's going around like yours. Good. When they discovered this a bunch of dirt. Some people thought it was the home of gods who observed humans from afar. Times changed, but the clarity of the moonlight was unchanging. It was not until the first human footprints were left on the moon did the age of stories and myth end for the silver night sky, declaring of the humanity's golden age. I don't know. Maybe in the future we would be just taking strolls to the moon. It has been a week since Carolina and Teddy accepted the job and arrived at the lunar base. After completing the Omega prototype, Carolina began work on a new project. Mind compatibility loss test complete. Frame stability rate. Hey, try to remove your right hand. Like this? Yep, all good. The readings on the base stats of this frame have all exceeded our regular frames. Just what kind of tech did that guy use in the base model he provided? Hey, Missy, can I get it out right now? 1 second. I need to read and record a disclaimer. A what now? A disclaimer that says I was forced to help you calibrate your frame, and I am in no way responsible if your frame explodes. The Cosmos Technican Union cannot hold me accountable if you are killed in the... Okay. I like this lady. Cute. Brashly, Carolina pulls off the cables on her body and jumps out, stretching her limbs and jumps. The frame is indeed forming nicely. Mobility, explosiveness, balance, all better than what I requested. And she looks cute. They might the frame based on your request, didn't they? Why are you surprised? I designed these changes, but the creep provided the base model of the frame. That's why we can complete it so quickly. Are we sure about that creep and the people in the lunar base? Followed Carolina to the moon. Who trusts Colin? Not really, but that doesn't affect our work. As long as we can help people on the surface, we'll do what it takes. Yeah, that's the point. Carolina swings her transformable blast hammer, her weapon of choice, while Teddy watches for the one It's funny how cannon, let's hammer with it. Hammer, let's shoot with it. So it's cool, isn't it? Yeah, it suits you. And I was not expecting to hear Teddy complimenting her. She feels a little sent. I designed it after all. Not only does pack a punch, but it can also adapt different battles. A weapon that doesn't require careful maneuvers really fits a dumbass that only knows how to hold the trigger down. Are you interested in me test my weapon? I need to target you, little shit. Middle-aged man in the research room. He looks very awkward, crouching as he comes in. We actually have prepared something for you to test anyway. You don't have to get. I have a feeling I'm that researcher. Wait, that's your motherfucker! He said to me, the researcher, come here, you have your own target now. Okay, research director of this lunar base, but his obsequious attitude appears otherwise. Director Yarha, we were just kidding. He was kidding too. Fuck you. Right before the discomfort boils over, the side and stands up from behind the calibration building there. Is the testing for the new frame about to begin? Can you take us there, Director Yarva? Can you kick him, please? Oh, correct. This way, please, but I really was kidding. Kidding about what? Yeah, we know. The two of them follow Yarha, leaving the preparation room and heading towards the testing area. Meanwhile, women quietly start talking about the other side. Is that the frame the second request from the girl? Why would you provide her with the frame we developed as the base model? We spent so much effort to reverse engineer it from her. Luna, best. You're being silly now. Don't be stingy with baits if you want to catch the big fish. Fisherman in the Arctic told me that back when I posted it. The more expensive the bait, the bigger the fish. Patting Basilisk up in the back, Colin starts walking toward the testing area, but he stops with some parting words before going further. Don't disregard the ancient wisdom, you know. Watching Colin's part here, parting figure less tightens to stop. Of course, I'll remember that. Betting Collins, I see. Honestly, Collins and Vonnegut, I think that's what his name was, seem to be the smartest two so far. But Mercy-chan, I can't put my finger on. Let me guess, tutorial? Oh yeah, I have English voices on. For Karen, English voices are not perfect, but English interactions are cool. I have her use it.
Is this the target? I'm going in.
What? Start recording and searching for appropriate. What? Wait, that's too far. Come a little closer. Oh, stop. That's good enough. Why does AI so stupid? I don't know. Ask ChatGPT. Activate battle simulation. Select difficulty level 1. Paranoia. What do you need? We need to test the frame under different pressure conditions and stages here. Alright. I'll assist you with remote debugging. If you are ready, just give me a shout. She's good at that. Karen, shout. Okay then. Frame range reset to stage 1. Food should be eaten one bite at a time. Pesky fishies should be taken care of one wave at a time. Let's start with basic performance. Alright? Basic attack. Okay.
Hey, watch out!
Why should I watch out?
Hey, watch out!
I don't want to. Not bad.
Blast propulsion, fire!
Oh, so I just...
Hey, watch out! I'll knock you lowly scums away!
Alright, give me Matrix. Matrix! Matrix, you fucker!
I'll knock you lowly scums away!
Now we're getting the ball rolling. Great soon. Okay. Think hyper. What?
Resistance is futile. I'll knock blast propulsion, fire! Resistance is futile. Blast propulsion, I'll knock you lowly scums away! Hey, watch out! Hey, watch out! Resistance is futile. I'll knock you lowly scums away! Blast propulsion, fire!
Yeah, not bad for a warm-up. Okay. I knew there were going to be some hiccups during the design phase. I wasn't expecting debugging to go so well for the first time. Like we need to strike while the orange stop. Come here, drone. Whistles. I don't know how to whistle. Don't expect me to do that. Time to try out this framed new power. The manual debugging interface is in. Found it. System upgraded. Overclocking mode enabled. Combat intensity maximum. Stage 4. Okay. Gravity. Okay. Anti-gravity. So yes.
Resistance is futile.
Oh.
I'll knock you lowly scums away! Resistance is futile.
Whoa. Bruh.
Blast propulsion, fire!
This is like
I'll
SS.
knock you lowly scums away! Hey, watch out! Resistance is futile. I'll knock you lowly scums away!
Yeah, this is like SS or SS3.
Blast propulsion, I'll knock you lowly scums away!
Maybe my SS3.
Hey, watch out! I'll knock you lowly scums away! Resistance is blast propulsion, fire!
Actually, let me try this. Yeah, I can do this. Oh. you guys the show stage structure build. Who powers right? Wait! This is such a powerful move in an area like this. What? I can't hear you now. The wind is blowing too strong here. Yeah, she's not gonna. Shut up.
Hey, watch out!
Whoa!
What are you looking at? I'll smash you all into pieces!
Get wrecked! Yeah, this is like ambitious stuff.
Hey, watch out!
You know what? Back out.
What are you looking at? I'll smash you all into pieces! What are you looking at? I'll smash you all into pieces!
Whoa, she eliminated the camera? Oh, kind of. At least the test was completed and the recording should have been uploaded as well. Alright, I promise I'll fix you once I've...
It's no biggie. No need to praise me.
Yeah. We actually have the camera broken. The tests on the new frame are over quickly. The new frame sire has proven to operate adequately in low gravity. Good job. The results are better than we expected, Carolina. It's over already. I was just getting started. Enough. Are you planning to break the moon apart? What do you say, Karen? This frame was doing alright, isn't it? Karen gives Colin a silent glance, loathing to answer the man walking towards her with his arms extended. It's you again. You certainly look like you've got nothing to do. My looks can be deceiving. You have no idea how much I care about this frame's performance. I don't know how you did it, but certainly performs better than the other regular models. Construct Text hasn't stopped advancing after all. The field has been expanding like bread though. I have no idea how to promise. Rising, ever since your grandfather Dr. Callan established its run. I knew it! Carolina is surprised to hear her grandfather's name from Collins. Hey, do you know Grandpa? Carolina's grandfather has never told her about his past. She only learned about some of it through various documents. Wow. But she has a feeling that some key information has been scrapped from each of these files, as if someone has intentionally been hiding Callan's past. So Dr. Callan didn't tell his granddaughter anything for real. What a madman, wasting the genius fearing of his. Everyone in the slums where Carolina grew up treated the oddly behaving Callan as a madman, but he never seemed to mind. Don't forget the value of life. I also heard him say that quite a lot. As a researcher of the construct experiment, he was certainly an odd fella even before he went caco. Oh, that also goddammit, Collins. I hate him. But that was precisely why he was one of the few people I respected. How nice it'd be if he were still here with us. While I hate Collins, I still wonder what the fuck he wants. Because he has nothing else to do with his life, so he's just looking for something amusing. Or does he actually has a goal? Collins looks like he's about to cry for his suddenly smacking his forehead excitedly, as he has recalled. Right. Let me show you how Dr. Collins. Mr. Collins, the lab. Collins waves his hand and stops Yarha from complaining. Grandpa was here on the lunar base? Rather over half of his lunar base was built for Dr. Callan and his construct experiments. What? Bruh! This quietly reminds Collins how dangerous he is acting. Are you sure about telling them our biggest secret? This can mess up all of our plans. Does Collins look like he cares? Yeah, looks like the dude is looking for amusement more than anything. It's fine, the cat would be out of the bag sooner or later if our wish were to come true. They can help us unlock the mysterious treasure trove quicker. Nothing else matters. Yes, smart. Collins starts moving without waiting for anyone. Carolina hesitates for 1 second before deciding to follow, only to find Teddy hauling her onto her wrist. Hey, don't you find these people suspicious? I mean, obvious. Suspicious as hell. But I think it's true that they know something about Grandpa that even Babylonia doesn't know. I thought I'd care about his past, but I guess I couldn't stay away from any opportunity to know more about him. He was my only family after all. I don't expect a rich girl from a big family like you to understand. Maybe she would. Forget it. I'll come with you. Teddy shakes her head and follows Collins alongside Karen. I really like this chap. Collins leads the two of them through several security checkpoints under careful inspection. Each checkpoint is guarded by pre-construct soldiers without squad execution. Huh. Yeah. That's a lot of guards for one laboratory. We have sort of a baby angel there. Cannot afford to let loose. Not that these folks can do much if she does intend to go. I have a feeling I know who that is. Are we talking about Luna? Fuck! She did! And the dark environment almost devours whatever light comes through the door from outside, leaving ghostly blue light emitted by the device in the center of the room, the only thing glowing. Hey, isn't that the Omega prototype we made? Wait, what? How did they get Luna? It is the Omega weapon, requiring the 0-point reactor to keep running several times. Wait up. Of its original design, it was built to test and observe the practicality of the Omega weapon. Are they using it to confine Luna? Fuck. How did they capture her? Luna. Yep. Oh, wait, I forgot to read. Almost instinctively, Carolina takes out her weapon and aims it at Luna, but she is surprised to find all the guarding construct soldiers pointing their guns at her. What are you doing? Do you know what that is? Of course! Everything here is built for her. That's Collins talking. Collins casually gestures to the surrounding soldiers to lower their arms before stepping towards Luna, standing before her under the blue light, watching the girl with the light. Bullshit! Get out of my way! She's an ascendant! To all humankind. Asked Karen. Sure, ascendants can take lives. The punishing virus she wields can take lives. Collins grins and turns around, staring at Carolina fearlessly. Constructs can also take lives, so can that hammer you will. Ascendants aren't necessarily humanity's enemies, unlike being weak. Isn't that why we armed ourselves with science, changing the world? When the day we unlock the secrets of the Ascendants come, granting us the power of the Ascension weapon networks, those beings that once threatened humanity's existence will turn to the light that guides our evolution. That's his goal. God damn it. Collins flicks his hand, and all the lights in the laboratory focus on where he stands. Is he in a play? Like how it witnessed the development of constructs, this moon will witness the second time humanity evolves, the moment we become ascendants. He wants humans to become ascendants. Turning humans to ascendants? Did you hurt your head? I was there when Luna was born. I know what happened in City 75. What she did was akin to sacrificing herself. Doesn't that prove that humans' ascendants aren't really that different? Eternal life, unlimited power, we don't need to fear the punishments anymore. It will be ours to command. Of course, that's the ideal outcome right now. All we can do is use this Omega weapon as insurance. When we awake Luna and ask her about what we couldn't find with technological means, the secret investment, Colin might be mad, but he's not a fool. His current wall of vision is not built on a shaky foundation. Even if Luna wants to escape, this cage can absorb the bungee virus to cripple or even kill her. But without the zero-point energy, this cage is nothing but a pretty vase. So that's why you need us to restart the zero-point reactor. Clearly, that is what you're truly after. There is no way the Parliament would approve it. Who the hell are you guys? Collins laughs wildly, slowly walking towards the center of the laboratory. We're the oldest madmen in human history. Might have heard of the name we used to call ourselves. Cool. So I played the tutorial to find out that Luna is confined on the fucking moon. Bruh! Alpha, use yourself to 0-point energy was once the ultimate vision of... How did I catch Luna? 0-point energy was once the ultimate vision of future from people in the Golden Age. Hold up. The last time I saw Luna was in my dreams when she slept in some place. What? Did she really sleep in the church? If she did, they might have actually caught her there. She might have run out of energy and they tracked her location because of... I might be the reason why they caught Luna. 0-point energy was once the ultimate vision from the future from the people of the Golden Age. Everyone knew about it, everyone was scared. However, development of 0-point energy was always a mystery. The only foundation of all its research was that it existed. Even experts in the energy sector could only start with trial and error. Well, that's how everything starts. After countless failures, almost all researchers in their laboratory have lost patience. Their spirits broken, frustration fills every corner of the room. Only one small figure stands before everyone else, boldly but carefully forming a different solution, hoping to recreate what happened to the Atlantis reactor as recorded in the Omega file. Of course, right, the number of virtual particles detected is normal, which means it's probably the conditions for the output is not being able to sustain. Fuck, it's still not working. Kinda still looking energetic, aren't we? Well, how do you expect to reach something without trying again and again? Glad you're used to it. Pisses me off every time I see her all energized while I'm dead tired. But I suppose the fool who wants to quit is the only one who deserves to witness success firsthand. Yeah. People don't understand this lady. Tilly dusts off the dirt from her toilet, having been resting on the floor, and stretches before standing up and operating an internal. Hey, you there. Go get a reading on the pressure inside the vacuum chamber and bring me another metal pipe. I smashed the last one. That lady there doesn't care who you are once she's in work mode. I can see that. I can understand that. Current researcher takes a look at Yarha, although Yarha's role as a research director is only nominal. The researchers still technically answer to him. We're all after the same thing here, US Girl 996. Wait, who was the one that she asked him? Oh yeah, current researcher. Unlike this mysterious and elitist image, scientific researches are boring and fruitless 80% of the time. Yeah, that's actually true. Celebrated successes are results of tens of thousands and repeated experiments. That's also true. Caroline's grandfather had been doing all kinds of ridiculous experiments since she was around. Occasionally, most of the time, they ended in failure. You rarely succeed. You gotta keep reading. Like, failure is the norm. That's something most people don't understand. Like, they expect to do something and just it magically works. No, that's not how it works. I hate schools and academics because they kind of feed that magical world and fairy tales of, oh, it's supposed to work the first time. No, that's bullshit. Sometimes, very rarely after an alarming explosion, she would find Calvin covered in soot, grinning and showing his perfect white teeth, walking out the door with a piece of coal in his hands. Oh. The young Carolina would carefully hold their grandfather's fan, wiping off a countless layer of dirt to reveal his glistening diamond hiding inside. Stop adding too much exposition, shit. Stop! Nobody moves! What? Having started working again for who knows how long, the researchers are all startled by Caroline's astonishment, stopping their work immediately. Caroline is staring at a pencil on her desk until it slowly floats in the air. Even with only 1/6 of Earth's gravity, a pencil would not have levitated on the lunar surface out of nowhere. Yeah. Teddy, take this down. This is that. Alright, I'm recording it. What is this, Caroline? I picked up the 0-point reactor with an original engine as its most suspected detector. What does that mean? The 0-point reactor in the lunar base was created as power source of Babylonia, driving the space traveling gravitational wave engine. Okay, so gravity engine. The engine was designed for 0-point energy and 0-point energy only. Other sources wouldn't work. So I was left here with the reactor. That also means it will turn on with the slightest hint of 0-point energy. Like, I did not understand shit. Hold up. It's created as a power source of Babylonia, driving the space. Okay. What's that space? Okay. The engine was 0-point energy. Other sources wouldn't work. Gravitational. The engine. Okay, the gravity engine was designed for only 0-point energy. That also means it will turn on with the slightest. So she did the 0-point energy. Caroline nods, motioning Teddy to enter the final commands. The crystal clear ding echoing in the laboratory. Everything in the room is suddenly floating in the air. Their actual space. Does that mean we've succeeded? Although the engine can only run at 50% of what it can theoretically do this way, without a doubt, the 0-point reactor has restarted. All the researchers cannot help but cheer. Whether they are from Colonel or the engineering force, everyone floating in and celebrating with the people around them. Perhaps only now, laughing freely in the sense of gravity, can these people ignore each other's beliefs and factions to enjoy this technological breakthrough as scientific researchers. I like these moments. Teddy cannot help but grin either. But her smile quickly fades as she knows there is a bigger question awaiting them after the 0-point reactor restarts. Actually, 2 questions. Finally, Liz. Do I look alright? Should I put on something decent? Are you waking, Luna? You're fine. I mean, you wouldn't care if you put on something decent because you wouldn't act decent. Despite Liz's answer, Colin still straightens up his tie and coughs patiently. Collins, the Mega weapon, or the Mega Omega weapon, what? Has been connected to a zero-point energy source. Karen, is the zero-point reactor running properly? Nina watches the Omega weapon glowing blue upon receiving zero-point energy. You have two questions to answer. One, is the zero-point reactor gonna evolve the punishing virus? Because from the last notes, it said that the punishing virus targets the evolving civilizations. It was a last extra note. And Babylonia is an evolving civilization, while Atlantis was a dying one. And the other one is, what the fuck would Luna do now? Carolina watches the Omega weapon glowing blue upon receiving zero-point energy. Right now is only in standby now. More proper than... Love this bitch. That's good enough for me. By the way, why did you refuse to work with us originally? Definitely not for years. A Cosmos Technical Union might be neutral, but does not mean we're planning to work with you. Colonel. You kinda said two things that are at odds with it. The Cosmos Technician Union might be neutral, but doesn't mean we're planning to work with Colonel. Is that a translation error? I'm saving this and sending it to Colonel later. Cosmos Technician Union neutrality is part of why the Parliament has chosen Carolina to help Colonel after they agreed to work together. We're helping you restart the zero-point reactor only because you needed to produce the Omega weapon the surface desperately needs right now. Don't overthink it. She has a point. But hetero creatures and corrupted won't sit and wait for the Omega weapon to attack. Humanity needs a more decisive breakthrough to turn things around. Collins sends a file to Carolina's terminal. This is the latest project the Parliament and Colonel have agreed to work on together. A new specialized frame. In this case, the Omega weapon can indeed be fully utilized. The base model is made from the data of an agent. Yeah, you are a lab rat, Karen. Carolina glasses at the sleeping Luna, little at the soft blue light. Luna's youthful face is the first thing Carolina would associate with what Luna is. An agent, highest form of listening. I mean, why would you think she's in a threat? Even though the model we built from Luna's data performed better than the regular constructs, it couldn't achieve what the new specialized frame required to absorb the punching virus. Shit. No wonder you gave me that model. You were looking for more data, weren't you? Ha! You can think what you want. I just want you to understand that even the small treasure we take from that treasure trove is enough to make such an impact. Collins gives Carolina a pat on her shoulder, leaving his usual malicious grin. As a researcher yourself, aren't you curious what other secrets are hidden in that trove? Collins nods at Tiara, and the energy pulse device connected to Luna begins to work, injecting her with energy. Hello, Luna. Hey, Moment of truth. Pale ascendant is lit there. Slowly opens her eyes under everyone's watchful gaze. People have their hands on their weapons. Even knowing that the Omega of weapon is there, they are still frightened by Luna. Rightfully so. Luna. Whoa, wait! Her eyes are open. Collins looks at Luna expectantly, hoping she will react. But Luna just looks at everyone there calmly and remains silent. I guess she had enough of the punishing virus that she isn't surprised by anything anymore. Luna, that's your name, isn't it? Do you remember me? Probably not, or doesn't give a shit. Luna, nothing. I witnessed your birth on that day, transforming from that lowly corrupt to the saintly angelic being you are. I've been hoping to meet you again ever since. Luna says nothing. Luna is still expressionless, but her gaze seems to have shifted slightly. You are the one who turned me to corrupted? Yeah, I'm glad she can see through them. Of course not. It was an unfortunate accident that he got infected, or a necessary sacrifice. Yeah, okay, sure. Even though Dr. Callan had greatly increased the success rate of the construct technology, it was still a flop. Ah, necessary sacrifice. Is that so? You think that was an accident, but it doesn't matter anymore. Luna tries to connect to the Ascension network with no avail. As she expected, she has probably deemed a threat to the network after her actions in City 75. But the punishing virus within her has not overtaken her and turned her corrupted, which means she's still ascendant for some reason, which surprises her. Perhaps you're hoping to obtain something from me, humans. I'm sorry to tell you that I'm no different to your constructs right now. All I have left is the power to draw in the punishing virus. Oh, okay. Luna raises her bonded hand slightly. A dark scarlet light flashes in her palm, causing all the soldiers to raise their weapons. There is no punishing virus here. Luna is excited to find that there is almost no punishing virus in the atmosphere except for what's inside her. Don't be rash. We're on the moon right now. There is no virus for you, descendants, to absorb. And if you try to run, the Omega weapon behind you will activate and destroy all the viruses and you in one swing. I don't plan to run. The person you call Luna is dead. There is no place for me to return to. How should I? Luna glimpses at the Omega weapon behind her, not showing much interest, before closing her eyes again. Wow. Humans are already capable of making something like that. That's pointless. Humanity's end is destined. It's supposed to oppose the Ascension network, siding with her sister and humans. Her sister trusted, despite being humanity's enemy. And now, Luna has nowhere to return to as an outcast. But struggle all you want like that person, human. Luna's final words might be uncaring, but it does not sound hostile at all. If anything, there seems to be the faintest hint of hope. Oh, I have a crossroad. Easy into night, always in character. Okay, let's see the description. Easy into night, perhaps humans are still as naive as the children who wonder about the moon. But one day they will transform science's power into new hope. Always in character, even without a script or rehearsals, the moment when an actor steps onto the stage, he must embody his role. Huh. This chapter is big. Like, I'm only 3 in, and there's 27. It's huge. Let's go for it. Yarha is adjusting the data on his terminal in the dimly lit construct laboratory projected before him. In the hollow screen is there is a huge lack of comments here. In the hollow screen is a white colored construct slowly taking shape. Ever since he took the assignment to design the new specialized frame, Yarha has had to stay in this room. Even with how focused Yarha is, a slight breeze or movement around him makes him double-check his surroundings before returning to his work. Sora just dropped a pen. It seems much worse than when he was with Liv. Why the fuck is he doing this? He is clearly scared of the girl in the center of the laboratory, the Ascendant Luna. She seems to given up, dude. Why are they so scared? I mean, I get it, but... Although he does not know much about Ascendants, even the mad scientists of Kurno consider them to be extremely dangerous. For no particular totally the past first test. Ah, are you talking about Alpha? Damn it. I should stay away from anything white next. His gaze lands on the unfinished white construct in his terminal. Oh wait! He's talking about 21! His gaze lands on the unfinished white construct in his terminal and he sighed. Sigh. I guess I'll leave Chrono after completing this game. Good morning. Hey. Right as Yarha is about to start his work, he started by waiting behind. So much that him toss his terminal away and run for it. Luckily, his flying terminal gently lands on the ground, and Yarha is reminded of the moon's lower degree. Seeing his terminal is still intact, Yarha finally has time to check who created him and finds Carolina standing there. That's too much exposition for someone getting scared and reading his terminal. Carolina, why are you here? Carolina picks up the terminal for Yarha and she notices a frame on the screen. Hey, is this a design for the new specialized frame? Yeah, it's not too different from what we planned. The data we got from this agent, the frame can absorb the punching virus in a larger area before eliminating it with the Omega weapon inside. Is this before Liv? I thought you people from Kurno would have kept this as a secret. Given that the guard let you in, it means Collins is fine with whatever you do. Seems so. After all, he needs us to maintain the Omega weapon, but there doesn't seem to be a reason to turn it on. Ever since Luna woke up, she has not put on any resistance despite her indifference, providing Yarha with the data she needs for the new specialized frame. Wow, she volunteered to give him data. No, there are still plenty of reasons. Please make sure it's working properly, Carnina. All his fear is fear of the unknown. No one knows when the gentle girl before them will turn to a blood-thirsty monster. Seriously, why did you take this job if you're so afraid? Because the person using this frame is someone I knew. I want to do my absolute best for her. Right, you might know her too. Oh, so he still feels some guilt ever towards Liv. Yara opens up a list of testers for the new specialized frame, and the first and the only person on it is none other than Liv of Grey Raven. Liv! Oh, Liv! The Grey Ravens were still on the surface. Why would she? They're trying to get Liv and her clan back to Babylonia so that they can perform adaptation or treating that commandant. Liv needs to connect to her commandant when she switches her frame. But if the commandant doesn't wake up in time, Carnina remembers from previous files that without a commandant with high adaptability to stabilize the mind of the new specialized frame, the user of the new specialized frame will suffer from unknown mind illnesses and die in 3 hours at the latest. But does she know about that? Yarhan notes on answering Carnina's question. For the people with her, for the entire humankind, she still chooses to become this necessary sacrifice. She hasn't changed at all, not hesitating to put others before herself. Yarha takes out a small bullet shell from his pocket, once a symbol of his cowardice. It now gives him courage. So I'm going to do my best to help. After all, it's rare to work on something like this in Kono. Yarha scratches his head as he closes his terminal before leaving Carnina behind, telling her he needs to submit some reports to data analytics. Is that a necessary sacrifice? Carnina knows that no one wants to sacrifice anyone willingly, but there is no other way. We cannot help. Humanity is simply facing an impossible choice. If it were not Liv, it would have been Lucia, Bianca, the Grey Raven Commander, and even Carnina himself. Still, Carnina can't help but think this sacrifice is her fault. Or the fault of the entire humankind. They are weak. They have been weak. They need to sacrifice someone in exchange for world. Humans have always been like this. There has never been progress without sacrifice. Carnina always forgets that there is a frightening presence in this laboratory. She looks up at the speaking Luna. Enveloped in dim blue light, the girl in white looks etheric. Countless humans stand at a crossroad of choice, sacrificing the fated few, surviving due to the science built upon absolute rationality. You are also one of the few sacrificed in the name of science, aren't you? Carnina remembers what Collins said. Luna only became corrupted because the construct technology back then was flawed. Carolina's grandfather was the one responsible for theories and constructs. It doesn't matter to me anymore. Like what the man said, I was simply unfortunate. Perhaps Luna does not care about what will happen to her anymore, be it an unjust fate or the consequences of her actions. Luna cannot go back and choose another path. But what does that mean to you? The culmination of absolute rationality is now in the palm of your hand. Can you bring hope without requiring sacrifice? When Carolina was very young, living in the slums where hunger and death stained the air, she also tried to be a well-mannered child with fitting in the others. No matter how hard she tried, however, it always ended the fight. Carolina used to wonder about the similarities between her and science. Its development and her constant brawls were simply a curse of destruction, destroying nature and earth and eventually themselves. Karen, look, it's full moon tonight. It's been exactly 29 days and 12 hours since the last one. Now it's 29 days, 12 hours and 43 minutes. It got so mad when I didn't remember the exact time, Grandpa. Is that? I've forgotten. It's no matter. Karen can remember what I forgot, can't you? Right, let me tell you about the stories with the moon and rabbits before I forgot. Once there was a bunch of Grandpa, why aren't you mad? I had a fight with someone again today. Is fighting with other people fun for you, Karen? Fighting, it hurts where I got hit. My fists hurts where I punched, but I can't hold back even knowing that. They say that I only know how to fight and destroy, and I'm just as mad as you. How boring. Let's look at the moon instead. That's way more interesting. Alright, pop quiz. Do you know how the moon was formed, Carol? The moon, wasn't it always there? Of course not. Once upon a time, a giant meteor clashed with the Earth and poof! Massive chunk of Earth got separated before becoming the moon. Wait, what? That's how it was? So the land we're standing on was once connected to the moon up there? I got that right. There would be no moon without destruction. Isn't that something? So destruction itself isn't inherently a bad thing, you see. And it's not just the moon. A theory says that the universe was just a lifeless singularity before it exploded and created everything beautiful. So the greatest power of all is actually explosions. I see. Alright, on to the next question. Hold on, Grandpa. I'm not ready. Scientific discoveries always accompany uncertainties. Perhaps, like the development of zero-point energy, they will bring about endless disasters and create many necessary scientists like you. Carolina smiles, meeting Luna's gaze. Perhaps they aren't strong enough yet, and our best researchers are as naive as the children who wonder about the moon. But the knowledge we amass is not for nothing. One day, will transform science's destructive power into new world. Mona cannot help but smile. This is the first time she feels new and paranoid. Unwilling to give up hope, you're as stubborn as my sister. Lucia and the others are still fighting on the surface. I'm not going to lose to them. Alright, if she's fighting against Lucia, then that means she's fighting against Alpha too. The warriors' battle is coming to an end, but the engineers' fight is about to start. I really like that in Punishing Grey Raven, the scientists are not undermined or just kind of bothered. They're always just killing scientists. Oh yeah, scientists, kill them, they can just be replaced. Not in Punishing Grey Raven. Should I continue this first? See you later. Or not. I'm continuing this. I'm not gonna cut it off. Knock knock. Someone's knocking on the door to the bedroom of the dead knight. Albeit very gently, as if not trying to startle the people inside the room. Not getting any response, a girl with black hair pokes her head from behind. Listen. Her mother, her large eyes blink. Did I wake you, Mom? Lucia's mother simply smiles and waves at her. Come in. Look at you all sneaking. Like you're about to steal some snacks. Embarrassed, Lucia walks in with a picture book in her hands. Do you want a bedtime story? Come on, then. Lucia nods eagerly before quickly walking towards her mother. Only to stop halfway through. What's wrong? Hey, Lucia's getting shy. Lucia shakes her head and points at her mother's glowing belly. Her mother is pregnant. That's Lunette. That said that the baby inside you is very fragile. I don't want to get too close. That's alright. Maybe the baby wants a story too. Really? Lucia smiles again, carefully approaching her mother and handing her the book. Seeing how funny Lucia looks, being both scared and curious, Lucia's mother grabs her daughter's hand and places her on her back. The gentle movement inside her mother can be felt with her hand. First time, the young Lucia truly feels the existence of life. Mom, something is moving. It's moving. Her mother smiles, holding up the picture book before frowning. Huh? The story with the moon and rabbits again? Haven't you heard it enough times from her dad already? But the baby hasn't heard it before. Lucia's mother pats Lucia on her head, recalling how Lucia was once a fragile life inside of her. Not too long ago. Now, here her daughter is starting a life of her own in its form. I really like this story, don't you? Meaning that they will not. Like the moon, if they be girl. Does that mean anything? It does. People who always think Lucia recites the names silently over and over. You're going to be a sister. The baby is a girl or boy. You have to protect them and be their role model, okay? You have to walk on the right path and be a good person. Lucia goes on, accepting her duty and her title as a sister, even if she does not completely understand her mother's words. Well, she definitely follows through. Luna, stay here. I'll protect you. I'll never leave you, no matter what you become. I'll stand with command and Grey Raven. I'll find an answer I am looking for. So, Luna. Luna slowly opens her eyes. She thinks she just had a dream, but she does not remember what it was about. It has been a very long time since she last dreamt. Now awake, she finds herself still inside this dim little laboratory. As her memories return, she remembers that she is but a walking dead in prison on the moon. Someone's moving. She has gotten used to the many technicians being around her and doing all kinds of tests and experiments. There is only one person. Hey there! And waking up, Caroline usually reads the caged girl before returning to her work. She's going through the power nodes of the radio weapon one by one, inspecting them, the specialized parts from them, placing them with regular components. Noticing Luna's gaze, Carolina shakes the tools in her hand. I'm swapping them with regular parts so the colonel people can start the even if they don't know how it works. Won't affect the structure and power though, so don't even think about escaping. I'm going to try to conceal as much of the American weapons technology and data as possible in case the colonel people find out about them in the future. Not that I think I can, this can keep them away from for long. And I thought you were working together. Is it human nature to be mistrustful? This is human nature to be mistrustful, I suppose. Even trusting those madmen once is too much for me. I don't want anything to do with them in the future. Caroline hesitates for a second before deciding to continue. The fight on the surface is over for now, and my job here is done. I'll be back on Babylonia tomorrow. Luna takes a look at Carolina, seemingly unsurprised. She has guessed so from what Carolina said. Is that so? Given how relaxed you look, I reckon humans have survived another calamity. I have indeed. Sorry to disappoint you. The new specialized frame you built, the information we got from you made it in time. Lift her through the battlefield with a ray of light, saving everyone on the surface. Liv bites her lips without realizing it, chuckling wryly. Still, it was a poetic victory. More people are killed by hetero creatures and more homes flooded by the red tide. Regardless, we have kept the spark to fight back at the very least. The power that we created, the science created, has saved everyone for once. The task force took the largest hit, but everyone has survived, even the Grey Ravens, who were most injured. Grey Raven. This is the team that Lucia, her other sister in Babylonia, and the commander who dragged them from the polyphage. She's still alive and she saved a lot of people. More than anyone, how we and after all this she's been through, she's still fighting for what she is. Diana fixes the last component before stretching her arms. Lucy is strong, better than most, as her true rival. As long as someone believes in her, she'll stand up and defy Kind of. Luna does know that more than anyone too. I'm impressed by her, but I also want to suppress and defeat her. Perhaps I couldn't do it before, but much like humanity's battle with the punchy pirates, no one. Ungrounded confidence and unfounded convictions, Luna would have easily torn about Hermione's fantasy with the calculations she got from the Ascension Network. But Luna is just as an empty shell of conflicts right now. She has no direction, no beliefs, no future. And yet, she still has a yarn. Had the girl named Luna not been born in this world, she would not have gotten hurt protecting her sister. She would have a different future. Oh, God. Can I watch as redness? Thank you. Information regarding agents is highly classified. Thank you, God. Luna smiles gently without realizing it as if what she just said was the best news that she could have hoped for. I don't think I'll see you again, but still. See you. See you. The laboratory returns to silence after Carolina is gone. Luna closes her eyes, and once again, perhaps time would pass more quickly in her dreams. Thought the undying danger. Lucy. God damn it, Luna. This is solitary confinement for fuck's sake. Let's see. Oh, Roland. Who can doubt that time's to come? Thank you, my dude. Who can doubt that time's to come when the true history of my famous deeds come to light? The wise man who compiles them, when he begins to recount my first cell, so early in the day, will write in this manner. I have no idea what the fuck you're saying. No sooner has... What? Rubicon Apollo has spread over the face of the wide and spacious earth the golden strands of his beauteous hair. No sooner has... What? Someone find this poem on your... I don't know. Who forsaken the soul, whatever, flipping the pages, he finds the rest of the notebook blank, the rough pencil marks coming to an end. The fate of the notebook's owner is unknown, much like the rest of the story transcribed. Roland turns around and looks at the scorched earth behind him. As they were creatures or some powerful corrupted, swept across the crimson land, destroying everything but the small notebook. Wow! A small notebook survives, it has huge plot armor. It perfectly fits Roland. Huge! I totally did not almost kill my phone. Shit. 1 sec. Alright. Finding a burnt tree trunk, Roland sits down and tears off a piece of blank paper and on the book. After some thought, he quietly places a small object above the paper for folding it. Girl walks out of the shadow, curious about how Roland keeps folding the paper in his hand. What are you doing? Oh yeah, he's still working with them. Cinderella. Roland smiles and gives the paper one final press before standing in the It's an origami rabbit. Can't you tell? It's a rabbit. Cinderella was paper bunny and frowns. I know what it is, but is this a rabbit? I think I did a pretty good job. It's small and white with big eyes and long ears. Isn't it adorable? Adorable. How can a creature so weak be adorable? I don't understand why you made it. So you find mother structure adorable. Roland stands up from his tree trunk and stretches. She looks like those people who find S plus adorable and A ranks disgusting. Maybe I was bored. Cinderella has no idea what the man before her is thinking. She does not need to know what it was Mr.'s idea to him. And Mr. is never wrong. Yeah, it's not about whaling, it's about knowing how to use matrix. Mr. is looking for you. Come, he told me to, it's your reward. Roland's gaze shifts a little. His question is the same as if he's performing. He has always been playing with these. Someone whose thought is curable? Oh, well then, I should probably claim it quickly. Daily performance has reached 100%. Following Cinderella, Roland takes one last look at the origami rabbit on the branch before he departs his wasteland. And he retracts his booking. I'm counting on you, lucky white rabbit. Who are you leaving it to? Mercy-chan? Mister, I brought him here. The man facing away from Cinderella is looking at the night sky. Seemingly deep in thought, here and there, he nods and turns around. Hello, Mr. Vonnegut. It seems like you haven't forgotten our deal. Of course not. A fair exchange is the key to any partnership. Your work has earned you your reward. I thought his outfit is white. Roland smiles and gives Vonnegut a gentleman's bow. Don't mention it. It was what I do best. Still, I can't help but wonder about the two. Monsters created by the heterohive mother. It took so much effort. But Babylonia's new weapon seems to have kept them at bay. This is arguably the best answer humans can come up with, given how desperate they are. After all, they do possess an ace up their sleeve. Vonnegut looks at Roland. awaiting their still who know them. Rather explain why they didn't kill her. Secrets one can learn from each are too proud. But they certainly haven't learned all of them. Otherwise, they wouldn't have created the imperfect construct. But the more they learn, the closer they are to their demise. Wow. Interesting. Roland shrugs, unconcerned. He leans on a random tree that looks steady enough, asking the question he cares about the most while pretending to be indifferent. So, our dear Aunt Luna, where's she? Vonnegut seems to have expected Roland's question, and he has an answer prepared. Luna is kept by humans in a place we cannot touch. We can see but cannot touch. What is that, a riddle? I wasn't expecting you to make it difficult for me. Wait a minute. What is that Vonnegut said was not a riddle but a fact? A fact. The moon? When is the moon? Please, Vonnegut wasn't well. She's currently locked inside Babylonia's lunar base. It was once a research center of Babylonia's main name. Now people have restarted the 0-point reactor there, using it to create the Omega weapons that are lethal to the punishing virus. Roland rubs his chin and ponders. He glances towards Cinderella on the side and smirks, having come up with an idea. I don't know how you find out about this information, and I have no way to prove it. If you say Luna under the branch, I wouldn't say I wouldn't be able to go there. Mr. won't lie to you. He says she's on the moon. Luna's on the moon. As for how you get there, Cinderella takes a look at Vonnegut and he nods in return. Who do? Maybe you should explain. Maybe you should just get to the point! Fantasy says that a large shadow shrouds the three of them above their heads. The figure eventually lands as the transcendent. Oh, they're using transcendent instead of unicorn now. Loki found an abandoned city 20 kilometers to the east where quite many Babylonian soldiers are gathering after catching a soldier to investigate. To played with him until he spilled his secrets and blood. Buddha's its voice suddenly became incredibly sharp. There seems to be some form of personality break around due to mind defect of human and hardware construct. There is an intact space shuttle beneath the ruins of that city. Those people are trying to board it, return to Babylonia. Believe that the model is capable of traveling to the moon. I see. We can get to this ship first. We can easily go for a joyride to the moon. Vonnegut turns back towards Roland. Roland cannot tell how Vonnegut feels underneath his map. Luna is currently blocked by an essential network. She has lost the power of an agent, but her status is one. It's a most peculiar situation. It is. Her survival has certainly given humans an opportunity to cheat, which would hinder the Ascension network. That is why I want you to rescue Luna from humans. And if she cannot be saved, Vanya Troll announced that they're signaling her to take out the repaired suit. Luna cannot be allowed to exist. Not her body, not her mind, not even the idea of her. Roland takes the case and opens it. Inside he finds a container that is filled with crimson liquid. Then submerges the slight, consistently mutating by pale flesh. Constantly mutation. You mean mutating pale flesh. This is the remaining stem cell of heterohive mother who birthed the twins. It can grow infinitely by devouring all kinds of matter and energy. An unexpected byproduct, I'd say, but not very intelligent. It can tell friends from foes when controlled. That's good enough. You want me to use this thing to remove Luna? You're correct. When you believe you can't save her, Vonnegut's gilded pupils stare straight into Roland as he stresses the remaining words. When you believe Luna as an agent is no longer saving. Roland chuckles, putting the container back inside for holding the case. When do I leave then? I don't think Vonnegut is an idiot. Roland asks Vonnegut, pretending to sound casual, but he is surprised to find Voodoo answering. Not I. We. The white origami rabbit stands out in the shards surrounding it. A hand gently lifts and carefully unfolds it, revealing the microscopic vessel of the encrypted message inside the paper. Hello, Alpha! The message is quickly read through. The vessel is then gently crushed by hand, becoming one with the ashes on the ground. She glances in the direction where the somewhat fresh footprints disappeared before making her way in haste. Meanwhile, the unfolded origami is placed back in the bench. Its form once again a rabbit, but perhaps the folds will never look as they were. As they once were. Nice! Perfect! Ceaseless maniac. That's it. Hey, are you sure this is the way? And why aren't you flying near there if you have wings? Actually, yes, why aren't you flying? Roland slows down and sighs, complaining intentionally at he has to figure out a way to stall and get rid of the movement form. Fine by me, as long as you're not worried about falling from the sky and turning into a piece of junk. Come on, I'm your phone comrade, am I not? Is that how you treat your comrades? How concerning. Boy, you're not one of us. Stay around, mister, because of your own agenda. You've never considered you as our comrade. Why do you insist on finding that agent? She has lost all her power. Should be worth nothing to you. Roland smiles. From Voodoo's inner probing, he sure is this woman here to keep an eye on him instead of accompanying him. He is sure that this woman here is to keep an eye on him instead of accompanying him. Her acting still has a long way to go. Yeah, obviously. Luna has lost her power, but not her status as an agent, which means the Fastnet has not completely rejected her. If I can find her, perhaps I can find a way to obtain that status from her. And there it is. The perfect lie is always an ounce of falsehood shrouded by truth. Now I just needs to find out the voodoo will be convinced. You, madness, more so than us. Is it now? At least I think a decent goal to aim for. Otherwise, what fun there it is to stay alive. Voodoo suddenly stops and roll around also pods. Did she find out? No. We're here. And it's underneath this ruin. Roland observes his surroundings currently. Nothing is out of the ordinary. That said, there are plenty of opportunities on their way for Voodoo to strike that you wanted. Finally, what a terrible journey has it been. We would have been here sooner if you hadn't been complaining. Roland shrugs dramatically before falling Voodoo in their ruins. Alright, let's follow. Base has been reached. Ascend. Then ascend and twist it around. Wow. Whoa. What a boring shape. Ascend is coming to unleash destruction. What am I expecting? Fortunately, this is not a climax, it's best. What? Let me read that chat. Huh? Someone's down already? I didn't even open fire. Is that Alpha? Oh yeah! Is the theater crew out of funds? Looks like a party about her. Why did I get on fire? That's definitely Alpha, I saw sword waves. Halt! Not coming closer, Ascendant. Yeah, that's awesome. Taking your dog for a walk, I see. It feels like we've been surrounded. Everyone, take care of the man in front first. Think I can be so easily be trifled with? That won't do. How can night tolerate being underestimated? Looks like Officer Panda here. Yeah, that's Alpha. In this case, I need to break a sweat this round.
Ouch!
Oh look, I want to. No, that's too long. Oh, fuck it.
Ouch!
Oh yeah. No,
Where are you going?
You're gonna send this car quick. What?
Where are you going? Hear more of the real story. This is climax.
Good stunt.
Let me hear more of the real story. Where are you going? This is climax.
Looks like I underestimated you. It's hard for an actor to get excited about such a boring play. Wait! His effects on PC are just top notch. They really look cool. Come here, dude. I think they won't appear on the stream, but god damn it. Alright. Yeah, Alpha was on the other side. I'll check them out later, but wave after wave. Don't let us send and get to the ship. We need to stop her at any cost. Such Mediterranean bowels only serve to put the audience to sleep in their seats. Yeah, true.
The audience is watching.
True. Can we get this over with, please?
Let me hear more of the real story. Ouch. The audience, this is the climax of the play. The audience is watching. Let me hear more of the real story. This is the climax of the play.
Yeah, I think I broke a little sweat. It's just a prologue that feels too long-winded. Yep. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, hello there. That's awful. Ah, what a truly unexpected guest that you invited. What you hear, Alpha? Looks like you're getting along with your new comrades. About time you showed up, Roland. Our plan's up. That woman's been following. I advise you to not act rashly, Roland. Once she's taken care of, you're next. Oh,
This is the end. Are you happy with this farce?
yes I am. So he asked Alpha for help. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead! I'll eat your pretty face. I'll write my name on your body and find the foot. Voodoo accelerates and climbs before retracting her wings midair, dashing towards Alpha. Right as she is about to hit the ground, her form shifts and she extends her claws like a wolf, striking Alpha with her slashes. Mad dogs should be stitched. Alpha's katana blocks Voodoo's claws from the left while her right foot charges ready to send Voodoo's flying in the next moment. The blade on Voodoo's tail has circled around Alpha without her noticing, waiting for the chance to pierce her heart. The blade collided with metal, making a loud clash. Voodoo has killed many constructs in his way. There is no way this will. Before Voodoo can see, Alpha's vital fluid burst out of her chest. Alpha's foot connects with Voodoo's body, almost shattering everything underneath. Voodoo's foot, relatively fragile shell. How? Right before she's sent flying away, Voodoo finally catches a glimpse of Alpha's move. Alpha's man module has used her sheath to block Voodoo's strike. Alpha's tail. It turns out Voodoo's action has never escaped Alpha's eyes. Had Voodoo not transformed back to her wing form in time, stole herself, she would have passed out from the force of impact. Right as Alpha is after to go after Voodoo, a long metal chain touches her arm. Roland! Sorry Alpha, I can't let you messed up. Roland tries to fire, fling Alpha off the platform with its chain blade, but she grabs a hold of the chain and pulls Bruh! No kicks! In the split second of the two meet, Alpha quickly whispers something to Roland's ear and stuffed something into his hand before grabbing his collar and tossing him towards Voodoo. Get out of my way! I want what you are through now. Roland slams something to the ground, or so it seems. In fact, he is not injured. Well, slams it to the ground, or so it seems. In fact, he is not injured. Roland, take this himself and start the ship. You must complete Mr. Staff. Now, Voodoo stands between him and Alpha, not realizing that Roland has always been focusing on something. No? Well, I'll let you. Bye-bye. She damaged my frame. Master built this plane. I'll kill her. I'll kill her. Alright, gotcha. I'll be on my way. Good luck. Roland leaps backward, giving off a casual smile at the house. Willie guffs with from her stomach and goes like an animal. Her claws craving over the floor, sending sparks flying. In the blink of an eye, she's no longer where she wants, leaving behind just blur. Facing an enemy with an incredible speed, Alpha chooses to stand still. She prepared slowly as her body shifts, lowering her center of gravity. As Voodoo accelerates, I want to see this animated. As Voodoo accelerates her sound, her movement causes quiets down instead. The air does not have time to be disturbed before it is split apart by her speed. Silence remains between the two opponents. Alpha is certain that when the sound of her blade springing from her sheath breaks silence, the brief flash of blade and wind will decide the fate of their fight. Success! Ouch! An enormous metallic object bursts through the dark clouds, ascending at incredible speed. On its shell, a symbol that proclaims it's a spaceship from Babylonia. Getting involved. But there's no sailors manning the ship at the moment. A lone plastering capsule stands at its bow, confronting the hostile wind until the ship escapes the change of gravity. I wasn't expecting to actually start the ship on my own. I guess the piloting skills I learned from my character back in haven't been completely forgotten. Was it that the Vengeance? Or was it the Dragonfly? It's been too long. My memories aren't as reliable as they were. Roland keeps trying to remember, yet all he can recall is that he was not picking above the main character. He might have been a talented child actor, but he never could become the lead. Maybe he still cannot be. No one considers him someone worth paying attention to, but why should he care? Even without a script or rehearsals, the moment an actor steps onto the stage, he must embody his role. I'm playing the brave knight saving a damsel in distress today. I suppose this spaceship can be my steed. Not too shabby, I say. Roland takes out the container in his arms and holds it up, watching how the flesh preserved in the liquid keeps shifting its warmth. Unfortunately, they've cast me into a horror story instead of a fairy tale story. I have a stick that feeds the princess her poisoned apple. No matter what genre we're doing now is the story beat. When someone comes and stops me, isn't it? as if responding to Roland's words, the hull of the spaceship shakes violently, and the alarms of its defense system go off in every corner of the ship. Alright. That's more like it. An emergency lit call. A sudden appearance of the monstrous creature, a side character left alone. There's nothing better than that for the plot of the solid B movie. Yep. Who knows where Roland was hiding his chain blade and shotgun? He draws his weapons and prepares his stance, ready to fight the rapidly ascending other creatures. Aren't those your friends, Roland? That said, I don't think we're sticking to the plot regarding who lives and dies in this story. Yep, we don't have. Wait, where am I fighting? Aren't we on a ship? Oh, flashback to later.
Show me how you would use your tool.
I don't even know. Yeah, they need to extend the time of these because I don't like it.
Ouch!
Yeah, ouch.
Hear more of the real story. This is the climax of the play.
Guys, don't you know that the one who dares to fight? Let me read that. Your tight bubbles generating everything. God damn it. Wait, I'm not supposed to have my health down in the.
Hear more of the real scream. This is the climax of the play.
What a mess. However, perhaps gameplay particular preference seems to reacting to. Okay, this thing. Can I fucking read that? Justin, for you. What's that fucking deck? Giant. Come on, all sprites. Wait. Justin, for you.
Ouch!
Okay, hetero creatures to make them enter the absorbable status. Hold on. So I attack them or something?
Where are you going?
Oh, okay.
Ouch!
Attack them. Okay. They are with absorbable right now.
The audience is watching. This is the climax of the play. The audience is watching you. Where are you going? This is the climax of the play.
Yeah, there are.
Show more pain in my life.
Alright, now what? I didn't cut them, what now?
Ouch!
I don't get it. What am I missing?
Where are you going? This is the climax of the play.
cast Imperio. How do I cast an Imperio? Or whatever it is. Here, like this.
Ouch!
Oh. Did I do that? Here.
Ouch! Right. Like I said, illusions are illusions.
Okay.
Ouch!
That was bullshit. Please give me like the actual controls for it.
Let me hear more of the real story. This is the climax of the play.
A little bit drag out of the turn. Okay.
Let me hear more of the real story.
But if I was to show, it'll be dragged out of the turn. Okay.
Where are you going? Ouch! Ouch!
Let me hear more of the real story.
Sorry, just had
This is the climax of the play.
Okay, here we go. Another miss. Okay. Get. Oh. Saying he's gonna try Vanilla Skin. Pisting on skin. Okay. Oh, that's the deck. Yeah. Absorb.
Ouch!
Fuck, what the?
Show more pain in my acting.
Let me hear more of the real story.
Oh. Here.
Let me hear more of the real story. This is the climax of the play.
Like I said, illusions are illusions.
You can do it, but you can. What? Oh. Oh. God damn it, God damn it, God damn it. Oh. That's. What's the sound? That's right. Okay.
This is the end. Are you happy with this farce?
No, I'm not. I hate crocodile events. Soon, all the remains of the hetero creatures are completely devoured by the monster in the container without leaving a trace of the punishing virus behind. That was thorough. Roland juggling the container in his hand. His reflections does not look any different. Even after devouring all the Hatter creatures. Were they not enough for you? The remaining Hatter creatures have stopped pursuing their flight capability, seemingly reaching their limits, but their behavior suggests that they're actually afraid of the more capable monster in Roland's hands. Not only do they look like living organisms, but they are also even prioritizing survival. Aren't they? It's a creature's instinct to fear death and aim for to survive. The more humanity's rationality develops, the more humans can control their primal instincts. That's why everyone's looking for a reason to live. He once believed that life and death are just that. If there can be no definite answers, just simply dying is enough to be a beautiful curtain call for them. A ship begins to accelerate after disposing of the hetero creatures. Roland looks up at the moon at the distance. Will my answers be there? Staying with the girl with white hair is his reason to live, or so he has presumably decided. As long as she chooses to keep him going, he will do anything to help her without a second thought. But what if she gives up? But if even she, as an agent, has lost her reason to live, is Luna worth saving? That is the question my thought left. Roland takes out what Alpha gave him. A storage device, thin and light as a chip. It would crumble into dust with a gentle force. He had a brother too, but that yearning was man-made. Not even his wits could tell him if his feelings were genuine. Up until the last moment, he could not forget that his character had only existed in script. Yeah, I remember that. Roland retracted his self-deprecating smile. Sitting right there with the bow. Wow. And this left hand is the storage device from Alpha. His right hand is the container with the stem cell from Monica. No matter what we do, we're just side characters. Luna, only you can save yourself. Let me dead or let me be alive. So, this chapter is about Luna. Oh fuck, this is huge. Like, I only finished 9 out of 27. Disasters on. What's the description here? No description? Should I go for it? I'm not sure I can because the power is about to go off. Maybe I'll continue this with another stream. I really want to continue, to be honest. That's a lot of... I hate to stop the story in the middle. Oh boy. Damn much what? But yeah, I like this. 99. Hold up. How many was the last one?
Chronic fatigue can cause the patient to look pale, lose hair, and grow wrinkles. What am I reading? Here, let me translate for you. Go take a break, fool!
Right. Well, let me check the last one. It was also 27. So 21 here. And so we're like halfway through. Yeah, I'm gonna need like, I don't know, how long has it been? Holy shit, how many hours of it? Oh. At least like, 4 hours? 1, 3, 4 hours, I don't know. Let me check. Three hours. Then 3 hours. You'll need like another 3 hours at least. Or 4 probably. It's another 3.
Don't get too cocky!
Huh? Well.
Don't get too cocky!
Oh, but one more interruption I really like is when you stay on the chat for like an hour and fiddlesticks.
This sleeping face is quite fascinating. Oh! How can you suddenly open your eyes while you sleep? Close them, now!
And yeah, this one.
You're back. Oh, I forgot to remind you that I set up 26 additional minefields nearby because of the poor defense systems here. Relax. They're magnetic. Humans won't trigger them.
They're magnetic. Humans won't trigger them. Constructs do, though. She's blowing up my grey ribbon. Should I try her? I think I'll end with trying her against Mother Structure. Where is Mother Structure? Very well. Where are you? Here. For now, that's because she's not even built and her weapon is level 1. No. You're kidding.
What? Do I have to do a captain's speech? Ahem. Let's go!
Let's go.
Is this the target? I'm going in! What are you looking at? I'll smash you all into pieces! Hey, watch out! What are you looking at? I'll smash you all into pieces! Hey, watch out!
That wasn't big like pulling through that.
What are you looking at? I'll smash you all into pieces! Hey, watch out! My mistake. It has exceeded my expectations.
Just gonna
I will not lose.
I can learn. Bad carrying carrier. But that's just one level 1 in... Can you see this? I think I'm stopping the stream today. Whew. See you later. Alright, lights out.